In this video, we're going to race 23 Ferraris around Imola, Italy's greatest racetrack. With each lap, I will show you different car. We're going to drive 23 laps and we're going to fact check every car. We're gonna tell the year, horsepower and more other things. So let's get into the video. So our first car is going to be this 1947 Ferrari 125S. We got cool facts about this car. This is the first car to bear the Ferrari name, marking the birth of this legendary brand. This Ferrari has a tiny 1.5 liter V12, but this car in the year 1974 still managed to dominate in early races. Also, this Ferrari was the first car to win 1947 Rome Grand Prix in Italy. So, stats are the engine 1.5 V12, power 118 horsepower and top speed something about 170 kilometers. Now let's see how will this car finish the lap. As you can see now here, we got our beautiful 1957 Ferrari 250 TESTA ROSSA. This car had a name called Red Hat, referring to its red painted valve covers, which I'll show right now. This car won the 24 Hours of Le Mans 3 times in years 1958, 1960 and 1961. It is also one of the most priciest Ferraris ever sold, at price tag of staggering $39.8 million. The stats are for this car. Engine has 3 liter V12, the power that you can hear is 300 horsepower, top speed of 270 kilometers per hour. Let's see how will this car finish the race. Oh my god, we just got our car out. Ferrari 250 Testarossa got out of the race. Let's move on to another car. Alright, now we are moving on a little notch. We are in the year 1972 when Ferrari released one of the best cars of that age, Ferrari 250 GTO. This Ferrari had so much potential to Ferrari, they made only 36 of them. Very limited car. As you can see, this Ferrari was designed to dominate GT racing and won Fiat GT Championship 3 years in a row, from 1962 to 1964. This car was made to be perfect. This car cost $70 million in cash. It got 3 liter V12, 296 horsepower and top speed of 280 kilometers an hour. This car was super exclusive and as you can see, it is really fast. As you can see, we're now entering the finish and we might get some nice time with this car, so let's see it. You might as well see this guy in Top Gear. You might as well see this car on racetracks. This is the Ferrari 330 P4. The 1967 made car was built as a revenge car to beat Ford after Ferrari lost at Le Mans in 1966. If you haven't seen the movie, make sure to watch it, because that's the part when it gets crazy. Finished 1, 2, 3 at 1967 Daytona, 24 hours, crushing Ford. So year after Ford won, the Ferrari got all 3 places. This is one of the most beautiful endurance cars for me and only 4 were ever made on this planet. Engine and stats. It's 4-liter V12 producing 450 horsepower. This car got a top speed of amazing 330 kilometers. Now let's see how it finishes. So now we're moving above in the age again. We're now looking at 1971 Ferrari 365 GTB/4 Daytona edition. This guy earned the nickname Daytona after winning position 1, position 2 and position 3 finish 1967 24 hours of Daytona. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But this car is one of the last front-engine V12 Ferraris before Ferrari started focusing on mid-engine supercars. 1971, it was world's fastest production car, beating Lamborghini Miura. And let's get on to some stats. This car got a 4.4-liter V12, producing 352 astonishing horsepower. It got top speed of 280 km/h, which we can see on this lap. It is certainly very, very visible. Alright, now we're moving on to the next year, 1975, and we got here the Ferrari 308 GTB. Cool facts: this car was made by famous actor Tom Selleck from character from Magnum P.I. If you don't know who Tom Selleck is, he's one of the best OG actors of USA, and he starred in a Magnum P.I. 1980 to 1980 show where he played Thomas Magnum, who was like a detective or somebody like that, and he drove exactly this car. This car was one of the first mass-produced mid-engine V8 supercars. Early models of this car had a fiberglass body, making them lighter than the steel-bodied versions, which I have here right now. The stats for this car are: engine was 3-liter V8, producing 255 horsepower at top speed of 250 km/h. Now let's see how will this car do to the finish line. Now we're moving 9 years forward for Ferrari 288 GTO. This was the first Ferrari to wear the GTO badge since the legendary Ferrari 250 GTO. It was originally designed for Group B racing, but the series was cancelled before it could even compete. This car was inspired by F40, sharing a similar twin-turbo V8 concept. Now the stats are 2.9-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 400 horsepower with top speed of 305 km/h, which is absolutely insane for this car. Now let's see how will it finish. Now we're moving a few years forward, and you probably know what this is. This is 1987 Ferrari F40, one of the most iconic Ferraris ever made. This car was the last Ferrari personally approved car by Enzo Ferrari before his sad pass away, his death in 1988, 1 year after this car was produced. This car was also the first road legal car to break the 200 miles per hour barrier, which is 324 kilometers per hour. We will say that later. And it was built with no luxury features at all. No carpet, no door handles, or even a radio. This was just for the pure enjoyment and experience of the car. Now the stats are 2.9 liter twin turbo V8, same as the last Ferrari. 478 horsepower with top speed of 324 kilometers per hour, which is insane for the year 1987. Now let's see the finish. Alright, and we are moving into the golden 1990s, where it was getting really interesting, because on the market there was introduced the Ferrari 512 TR 1991. This car was an upgraded version of the TESTA ROSSA, fixing handling issues and adding more power. TR, as I said, is 512 TR, stands for Testa Rossa, meaning red hat in Italian, referencing always to the red painted valve covers. This car had an interesting top speed, because it had top speed over 314 kilometers per hour, making it one of the fastest cars of the time of the 90s. Some stats: this Ferrari got a 4.9 liter flat V12, as you can freaking hear. It produced 428 horsepower, with the top speed, as I already said, 314 kilometers per hour, and that's really insane for the year 1991. Now let's see how will this car finish. Now we're in the great 1995, when this Ferrari F50 was released. A cool fact, this car was designed as an F1 car for the road, using an engine derived from Ferrari's 1990 F1 car. I don't know what F-car car there was, but it must have been super powerful. Now I cannot say something as a fun fact, that this car was unlike the F40, had no turbochargers, because this car is purely on the natural aspiration, not on turbochargers, natural aspirated V12. And this car was made only in 399 pieces, making it more rare than F40. So F50 is more than F40, so be careful about that. Now about the stats, this car has 4.7 liter natural aspirated V12, producing 520 horsepower. It's crazy. And having the top speed of 325 kilometers per hour. So as you can see, it's absolutely dominating on the field. Now the 365 crashed into me, but I don't care. And let's see the finish. Alright, now we're in the motion. We got, at almost the peak year, 1999, Ferrari 360 Modena. This was the first Ferrari with all aluminum chassis, making it lighter and more durable. This car also was introduced in Ferrari's modern design language, influencing the later models which I'll show, such as the F430 or 458. This car had an optional F1 style pedal shift gearbox, making it more high-tech than the previous Ferraris, although it was made in 1999. So the stats for this car, let's get on them. This Ferrari got a 3.6 liter V8 naturally aspirated, as always, producing 400 horsepower and top speed of 295 kilometers per hour, so it's really fast. And for next car, we're going to be moving into the 2000s, and it's going to be really interesting. Alright, as I said, now we're in 2012, and as you can probably notice, if you're a car fan, you already know what this car is. We're looking at Ferrari ENZO, named after the creator of Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari, the company's founder, and this is his tribute to his legacy. The Ferrari used F1 technology like carbon ceramic brakes, which you can find in Koenigsegg, mostly highly advanced, an advanced aerodynamics package, and semi-automatic transmission, which was never seen to that day almost. Originally this car was made only 349, but due to demand, which was really high, Ferrari needed to build 400. And the last one was donated to the Pope, to the goddamn Pope! The stats are 4.0 liter naturally aspirated V12, producing over 660 horsepower with accelerating extreme top speed of 355 kilometers per hour, which was insane for that day. Now let's see how will this car finish. Now we're looking at something really similar. This is a Ferrari FXX made in 2005, and it was the only track evolution of Ferrari ENZO which I showed before this, and you've probably seen it. So this was basically the tuned version, more lighter and better from Ferrari. Also, Ferrari monitored every owner's driving data and used it for own research. So if you bought this Ferrari, you were basically in a big survey. As you can see, this car looks really insane. It looks really devious with those eyes on you like a devil, and owners of this car could only drive it when it was on Ferrari organized track days. So it was stored by Ferrari in between uses, as it was said in my book. The stats are: it got 6.3 naturally aspirated V12, producing over 800 horsepower, something around 800. The top speed was 345 kilometers per hour, which is insane for the year 2005. I mean, the Koenigsegg was already there, but this Ferrari is gorgeous and I absolutely love it. Alright, now we moved on to the year 2009. Which was this Ferrari made? It isn't quite my type, but let's talk about it. This is Ferrari 599 GTO, which was later inspired by the 599 XX, which was really crazy. And the GTO was named after the 250 GTO because at launch it was Ferrari's fastest road car ever. lapping Fiorano faster than the ENZO, the Fiorano track. This car was only limited to its number, which is 599 pieces. The stats are 6.0 liter natural aspirated V12, producing 670 horsepower at the top speed of 335 kilometers per hour, which was absolutely insane. Now let's see how will this Ferrari finish. So now we've moved 2 years, 2 years around in the future. We're in year 2011 and we got here Ferrari 458 Italia. This is one of the most memorable and one of the most famous Ferraris that were ever made in history by me. Because in this year I've played one of my first racing games, Forza Motorsport 4, where this car was the main car. Cool facts about this car are: this car was the last naturally aspirated mid-engine Ferrari V8, making it a car guy's favorites. Also, this car was designed by Pininfarina company, doing that little sleek and aerodynamically optimized design, which is just so pleasing to eyes. This car also featured no manual gearbox option, making Ferrari's full transition to dual clutch transmissions, which was really important in that age. The stats are 4.5 liter natural aspirated V8 with having the 570 horsepower. As you can see, it's really going down here. A top speed of 325, so it was really great as of a car. Now let's see how will it finish. And yes, you see this right. We got here the one of the greatest and one of the best. The Ferrari LaFerrari from the year 2013. After 4 great years of building and thinking, Ferrari made one of their first hybrid hypercars, combining a V12 with an F1 style KERS system, KERS system. It had more power than any Ferrari before it, although then it's a hypercar with over 950 horsepower. This car was limited to only 500 copies and 220 apparels. Further was convertible ultra rare versions, which not many people have. The stats are 6.3 liter natural aspirated V8 plus electric motor, 963 horsepower producing, and 352 of top speed. As you can see, we already finished the goddamn lap. Alright, we are now really moving fast in time, but as you can see, there's one of the most iconic Ferraris of this day. Almost, I don't like it that much, but it's getting closer and closer to my heart. This is from the year 2017 Ferrari 812 Superfast. This isn't the performance package or the better package, but this is the most powerful naturally aspirated V12 Ferrari ever made. If you didn't know that, it features a high-tech 4-wheel steering system for better handling and better corners, of course. It's got a 6.5 V12 that revs to 8,900 RPM, making it one of the highest revving V12s ever. Stats are 6.5 natural aspirated V12 with horsepower of 800. The top speed is 340 and it's absolutely dominating on the roads because it's completely road legal and completely safe. Now let's see how will it finish. Ferrari engineers knew exactly what to do. This is the 2019 Ferrari SF19 Stradale. This car is a revolution of taking power levels higher and higher each year. This Ferrari SF90 was first Ferrari with all-wheel drive, improving acceleration. If I said that wrong, correct me in the comments. Also, this Ferrari was first ever plug-in hybrid supercar with 3 electric motors powering it. At launch, it was Ferrari's most powerful road car ever with nearly 1000 horsepower. Now let's get to some statistics. This Ferrari has a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 plus 3 electric motors, as I said. Power is around 1000 horsepower, it really depends how you tune it, how you modify your car. And top speed is 340 kilometers per hour. This car is just awesome and it's Sandy. I absolutely love it. Let's see how it finish and get on. Alright, 2022. You've already probably seen this car on my account. This is the Ferrari 296 GTB. One of my most favorite cars right now because I'm driving it in Assetto Corsa Evo, and this is the first ever produced Ferrari with a V6 since the Dino 246 GT in 1970s. I'll now put it on screen. It uses a turbocharged V6 plus hybrid system, delivering insane performance due to its lightweight also. This car is also faster around Ferrari's Fiorano track than the legendary, as I already said, Ferrari LaFerrari. The stats are 3-liter twin-turbo V6 plus electric motor, 830 horsepower onto that, and in addition, this car has top speed of 330 kilometers per hour, 205 miles for Americans, by the way, but it doesn't matter. Now we're moving kinda into the future. This is year 2018. I mean, we're kinda in the back, but this car was supposed to release by now, 2025. This Ferrari Monza SP2. This car was inspired by classic Barchetta's open-top race cars from the 1950s, which is in front of me right now. And as you can see, this car has absolutely no windshield, making it feel like a Formula 1 car on the road. I'll now show you the cockpit. So now as you can see, we're inside the cockpit and it really seems like an F1 car. This car was limited to only 499 units, if I'm correctly saying, offered only to Ferrari's most exclusive clients such as the Dubai people, etc, etc. Stats are 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 producing 810 horsepower with top speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Now let's see the finish. Alright, now we're in year 2019. You might see this car, you might not. This is Ferrari F8 Tributo. This car was the last mid-engine Ferrari with a pure internal combustion V8 before the hybrids took over in the year 2020 and more. It uses the same twin-turbo V8 as the 488 Pista, making it Ferrari's most powerful V8 road car by now probably. The name Tributo honors and is still honoring the Ferrari's V8 engine legacy back to the dyno. The stats are 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 720 horsepower with top speed of 340 kilometers per hour. Alright, I also wanted to put Ferrari Roma in this video, but I didn't. So here is the 2021 Ferrari Daytona SP3, which is a carefree, awesome hypercar. This car pays a tribute to the legendary 330 P4, which I showed at the start of this video, which dominated in Daytona 1967. This car features a naturally aspirated V12, unlike most modern turbo or hybrid V12 Ferraris. This car was also limited to a certain amount of units, sold only to Ferrari's top collectors. I don't know how much was it, but it was really low. The stats are 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12, producing over 840 horsepower. Top speed of 340 kilometers per hour, which was really crazy for that years. Now let's see the finish. This car is a brand new thing. It's called DODICI Cilindri, which means in Italian 12 cylinders. This is Ferrari 2024/2025 expected Ferrari DODICI Cilindri. This car was expected to be a spiritual successor to the 812 Superfast, but with more elegant GT approach. This car will likely have a brand new chassis and improved aerodynamics, because as you can see, it's really going fast, making it the most advanced front engine Ferrari GT car. And yeah, it's got a front engine. The stats are 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12, producing something around 820 or 850 horsepower, light based on the SP3, top speed of 340, and 0 to 100, I will say only on this car because it's not yet produced, 2.9 seconds. So it got a front engine and rear wheel drive, which sounds really nice, right? Let's see how will it finish. And for last, I cannot say this, but this is the newest 2025 Ferrari SF25. And yeah, it's neat to be here. It's a Formula 1 car, which will be competing right now with Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton as the main figures, which will introduce a lot of new things. It got a Type 1.6 turbocharged V6 with 90-degree V6, I don't know what that means. Maximum RPM of 15,000, single turbo. Also, it got ERS with like battery with energy of 4 megajoules, MGUK motor with 120 kilowatts, and material. The chassis is made from carbon fiber composite with honeycomb structure. Front suspension, rear suspension has very nice wishbone rods. Nice brakes, it got Brembo ventilated carbon discs, and in the back electronic controlled rear discs. It got 8 gears and weighs approximately 800 kilos. The redefined aerodynamics Ferrari made for this formula was insane. As you can see, it's flowing like butter on Imola. And I got awesome time of 38 minutes, I think, for the 25 laps. So that's really interesting. Now let's see how will this Ferrari actually finish. Alright, so this is it from today's video. Thank you very much for watching to the end. As you can see, we have here our lineup here is gorgeous. And yeah, thanks really much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like. If you don't like this, just comment if you don't like this and what you don't like about it. And see you in the future. Bye.